Okay, so we look at Bioshock 2, the remaster at 21:9. Now the second game in the remastered collection, like the first, has undergone some beautiful and necessary improvements to allow it to better age over time. Now I know there are some people complaining it wasn't a good enough of a remaster, etc, but I have played lots of the first two, the originals on PC, and they for one would crash and had so many issues surrounding them technically that it really is so nice to be able to play them as easy as we can with these. The graphical improvements are also very noticeable and very welcome, and again, not something I will bash. But anyway, let's have a look at the 21:9 support. So like the first Bioshock remaster, it doesn't support 21:9 natively. However, making it work at 21:9 is slightly different to the other game. So I'll put the full steps in the description, but it's not hard to do and it's totally worth the little bit of effort. Now once you've done the mod, the gameplay correctly shows off more on the sides of the screen. However, the HUD is stretched and the arrow pointing you in the right direction has an annoying problem where it's only barely visible at the top of the screen. Now admittedly I could still use it as you can kind of work out which way is forwards, but yeah, it's annoying. I'd like that fixed. Gameplay also has far too low of an FOV level, and so once again you will need to do an FOV hack, but it's very simple and I'll put the steps to this in the description as well. That said, the FOV hack binds an FOV number to a key on your keyboard and you must hit that key every time you want to set your FOV to that higher level. Unfortunately, the FOV will drop back to native level if you aim down the sights of your gun and occasionally at other moments in the gameplay. But at the same time, I won't deny, on the whole, it's not really too bad to deal with. But, as I say, I would really like a patch for this, as it is just annoying having to set your FOV like this. Cutscenes are 16:9 with black bars, however the skip button overlay is stretched. Loading screens are stretched. The main menu is 16:9 with black bars, but it is hard to notice due to its design, which has it fade into black on the sides. The in-game menu is 16:9 with black bars as well, however parts of the HUD is stretched over the top of it. Screens for collecting tonics and applying them to slots is 16:9 with black bars, however the actual HUD to these, the equip and description etc buttons, they are stretched, so it's a bit of an odd mix of stretched and not. Performance-wise, this game is easy to run. It is showing its age, but the remaster touches really do breathe new life into it. I could easily maintain 95 FPS on a GTX 980 Ti at all times though, so you should have no problem running this on any of your setups. Bioshock 2 is easily deemed to be the worst of the three games. However, whilst this is true, it doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's still a lot of fun, but it lacked the amazement that the first game had when it introduced us to Rapture, and then the third had when it introduced us to Columbia. I'd absolutely still recommend buying it though and playing it, as it's totally worth the time. Overall, I'll give it a WideAsFcuk score of 2. It does only have basic ultra-wide support, but with news from the devs that a 21:9 patch should be incoming, I hope that things will improve, and if they do, then I'll be sure to cover it here, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, I hope that gives you some information on how the game runs at 21:9. Give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe for future info. For any of the games at 21:9, head over to my channel. Hopefully I've covered it. If I haven't, then leave a comment down below and I'll try and cover it. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, the link's to my Patreon page in the description. See you later.
Hand that child, you Drop that poor little girl. She's helpless. Deranged fool!
Nobody tell you. Mine. Just right.
That child, you monster!
Look at you, sport. A regular junior shutterbug. And it appears you've picked up a new trick from that big galoot. Now get back to the scene.
Family, he would turn her from us just as he did to Eleanor. Show this thing what befalls the boogeyman when he steps into our garden.
Ridiculous! Ridiculous!
Let me try. I can't stand